I resist in my own small way. The choice is clear. I have no choice. I resist in my own small way. The choice is clear. I have no choice but to resist. To resist, you must first say no to the fakery wherever you go.
There was a book in the 1950s called The Invisible Man by a black American. Ralph Ellison is his name, and the book was about how he was an invisible man to the white society. As a black man in America, he felt invisible, and he was invisible. People, still today, you know, people of color, white people tend to not see them.
I'm in the opposition they call life. The bottle makes a beast of man. In the opposition they call life.
There's many interpretations of the Hombre Invisible. Also, you know, the press releases say it's my first record in 30 years. I've made 15 records in Mexico, but nobody knows. They're the invisible records, you know. I've met the bishop in Belgrade when Tuxedomoon played there on several occasions. He would come as a member of the audience. We never spoke, but I knew about him and I saw him. We have photos taken together with the whole band and him. And then later, Dragan, who's our friend in Belgrade, who produces the concerts there, he told us that Jovan, the bishop, was very interested in a concert himself, producing a concert in his town. That was years ago, and I never thought more about it until now, when it's actually materialized. We're beginning to understand a little bit more about the whole situation here, how this is such an important place. He explained to us that, you know, 30 years ago, we're right in the front line, right here, between the two warring parties. And so how he's rebuilding this monastery as kind of a center of peace and a cultural center. And he's got one of the biggest libraries in Europe, or if not the world, of ancient texts and writings that he's restoring and digitalizing. And so, yeah, we're all learning as we go along here.
In a manner of speaking, I just want to say that I could never forget the way you told me everything by saying nothing.
I love Yugoslavia, and I still call it Yugoslavia because to me it's Yugoslavia, but what can I say, you know, Yugoslavia was the real third way, you know, it was the real third way. It was not with Russia, it was not with the United States, and today I think it sets a very good example. It's still very actual, it's still very contemporary, and it was a great experiment, a social experiment, I think, and hopefully it will spawn new Yugoslavias in the future.
Give me the word. Give me the word. Tell me everything.
art is spiritual, you know, in the end. It comes from the same place. So yes, it'll be interesting to play in a place like this. For an audience like this, there's monks everywhere and priests everywhere here. This is the first time we've ever performed in such an environment. Some of these priests already told me they're fans of Tuxedomoon and whatever, so that helps, because the music is not necessarily religious. It can be perhaps taken the wrong way by someone who's very religious. But I think, and I hope the people here are all open-minded and more spiritual than they are religious, and so it shouldn't be a problem. But the music is inspired by many things. Spirituality is one of them, for sure.
Give me the word that tell me everything.
Oaxaca, in Mexico, the other week. And it was, you know, an avant-garde concert with young people presenting their works and whatnot. And so I was excited. I wanted to go, and I went. And then at the end, I was like, well, you know, I saw this in 1980. I saw this in 1979. So I was talking to a friend. I said, well, you know, I didn't see anything new. He said, no, Stephen, you don't understand. He says, you saw it in the beginning, but now these are styles. These have become genres in their own right. And so these people are just doing this style of music that you saw begin maybe in the 70s or the early 80s. And so that was a revelation to me. It's true. You know, it doesn't have to be new. And for these young people, you know, they're inspired by, or maybe not, but for me, it was something I had seen and heard before, and for them, it's probably something new. But the point is, it's now a style of music like blues or jazz or rap. So that was an interesting experience. But no, I don't see anything new, but that doesn't matter. I like what I like.